We're going to take a slight sidestep for the next exercise here and look at a different workspace for a little bit, just because it better illustrates what we're trying to do. We'll be viewing information about a specific feature here, and we're going to be using the feature information window, which I already talked about, but we'll look in a bit more depth how that one works. So first step is to open up a different workspace. So I'll save the one I'm working on, and I'll click open in FME Workbench, and we'll go to FME data /workspaces /integrate data with the FME platform. And then we want view information about a specific feature. So I'll open that. And in this example, we don't really need to know the details, but basically this is a project to convert 2D building footprints into 3D extruded buildings using a point cloud and a building footprint data set. Specifically, though, this is Sven's colleague Amar. He's interested in figuring out some basically metadata about the source data here, the source point cloud. He wants to know what unit of distance is it using and what software is used to generate it. And that's information that's stored in unexposed attributes, which are visible only in the feature information window. So let's have a look at how that works. This is our source point cloud data set. I will right click and choose view source data. And it's a pretty big data set, so it'll take a minute to be displayed. This data set has no user-defined attributes, so no schema, no attributes present. It's just geometry. It's just a point cloud, so lots and lots of points that can be used to get a 3D image of something. In this case, it's a scan of downtown Vancouver. And you can see that's displayed over here in the graphics window. We'll look at this in a bit more detail next time, but you can use the orbit tool if you do want to have a look at the point cloud. But yeah, we'll come back and have a look at that in a minute in the next lesson. But for what we would like to do is view the metadata, the specific information that's available on the level of each feature. So to do that, I can select the single feature because a point cloud is actually one feature composed of many points. And then I'll close my table view since there's not really anything in it, and I'll open my feature information window. You can see there's no exposed attributes because there's no schema, there's no attributes present on this data. But there are some other things we can check out. We can see all these unexposed attributes, which are sort of basically metadata about the data set. So we have when it was created. We have the generating software, which is something he was looking for, TerraScan. We also see information about the geometry. And one of the things that I think people use the feature information window for quite a lot is to just confirm what coordinate system a data set is using. And you can do that by looking under the geometry section and finding coordinate system. And these are actually displayed as links, so I can click that to get more information about this coordinate system. And this is the easiest way really to confirm what unit of measure is being used in FME. And so you can see here unit is meter. So if you're ever calculating, an area or a distance or something in FME, you'll have to be aware of what unit is being employed. And you can find that here. So we have there the unit of meters discovered through the geometry section of the feature information window. You can also see something like, if you scroll down a bit more, the number of vertices. So there's actually, how many is that? Several million vertices, points in this data set. So that is feature information window, learning a little bit more information about your data, including unexposed attributes, which sometimes contain things like metadata. You can find those here in the feature information window. Go ahead and take a few minutes to check that out. You can open this new starting workspace. I'll put the link in the chat again, since people were asking about that earlier. Again, they're always available up in the resources section. But you're looking for that one. So go ahead and open that on your lab machine. Have a look at the inspect the source LAS file, the point cloud file, and then practice opening up feature information window and getting information about it. So again, you're trying to find the scanning software and the unit of measure. So work through that. And I'll give you about a couple minutes to do that, and we'll wrap up with the final session before we conclude. We'll be finishing at 1. We'll leave the machines running for a bit. I personally am not able to stay to help. I'm not sure if Ryan or Kaylin feel like doing that or are able to, but we can leave the machines running for an additional hour, so you can keep working if you'd like. BM Pacific, they will get shut down. So please go ahead and work on this exercise, and we'll finish up with the last one after this.